For one weekend every October, Open House New York has been giving New Yorkers access to residences, facilities, and cultural spaces to appreciate architecture and design.
We're the smallest museum in New York, and we focus on object journalism. So we take different objects that people use every day in their lives from all around the world that interest us, that make us curious, and that tell stories. And then we use this as a way to tell those stories. So we're always looking for unconventional places, unconventional objects, to be able to bring all that together and show them off. So we're in Cortlandt Alley in Tribeca, Chinatown border area. And so we have some studio space in a building here, and there's a freight elevator in the back that was out of commission. We saw the space and thought, how can we use this in a new way to show off something, to tell stories in a new way?
I've always been a fan of Open House New York. This is a gallery. One can come visit, but it's still important, I think, to be included in Open House New York as a venue which you learn a little bit more. You see it through the lens of architecture. Not only art lovers are coming today, but architecture lovers and people just that are curious about the city. This building, cast iron building from the late 1800s, one of the things as a firm, Bates, Stockbrook, Cox, that we feel is critical to our approach to architecture is respecting and drawing upon the history of a place. So obviously the cast iron architecture is expressed through the columns, through the height of the space. It was important for us to maintain the window wall as a kind of window into the gallery from the street. It's been nice to spend a day in the gallery and you kind of see the life of New York City passing in front of you, but at the same time you're in a kind of rarefied environment.
One of the amazing stops of Open House New York is the atrium of the Brooklyn Army Terminal.
So we're inside the atrium of Building B of the Brooklyn Army Terminal. So the Brooklyn Army Terminal was built between 1918 and 1919 as America was ramping up our involvement in World War I. It was completed after World War I ended, but it did play a major role as a military base in World War II and through the 1950s and 60s. So today the building is owned by the City of New York. It's run by the New York City Economic Development Corporation, and this is an industrial park. We're home to close to 100 companies, and nearly 4,000 people come to work here every day. So this is one of the biggest centers of industrial and manufacturing employment in New York City. This is the 6th year that we've hosted tours here at the Brooklyn Army Terminal, and we always get well over 100 people on each tour. It's really fantastic, just the enthusiasm that people have. They're so curious because this is such a unique space. When you look at it, you can't really tell what it is, and so it's so great for us to be able to share the history, the design, the architecture, what this was used for, and how it's still being used today.
Even with all the well-known attractions New York City has to offer, Open House New York gives an even deeper look at the architecture and history of the city. Reporting from Brooklyn Army Terminal in New York, this is Joanne Blanco Soriano, 1 with 25.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys like it, and make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe here at EBC Digital Nest so you don't miss any of our upcoming features.